back on bustling Main Street to bid a tearful Casablanca-style farewell to this year's Sundance Film Festival. It's been a week of blue skies, warm sunshine, plenty of snow, and lots of movies. It zipped by in a blur, but these are our highlights from our time in Park City.
What does this man want?
There's no point in killing a bad priest, but killing a good one, that'd be a shock.
As luck would have it, my Sundance favourites all arrived in a rush during one frantic 48-hour spell. Michael McDonagh's Calvary offered a rich and garrulous tour around the Stations of the Cross. It's superbly played by Brendan Gleeson as the Catholic priest in peril, while the likes of Chris O'Dowd, Dylan Moran and Aidan Gillen do well as the impish, untrustworthy parishioners who circle him like sharks.
I think forgiveness has been highly underrated.
I also adored Obvious Child, a scrappy indie screwball from writer-director Gillian Robespierre that dared to tackle the issue of abortion head-on. Obvious Child was profane and poignant, funny and smart. And if there was a breakout performance at this year's festival, it surely came from Jenny Slate as the mixed-up heroine who will tell jokes about just about anything. But for me, the best Sundance film by a country mile was Richard Linklater's Boyhood, shot over a whopping 11-year period and tracing an everyday Texan kid's journey from infancy to manhood. This was a beautiful film. It's a tender portrait of a changing family and by extension a changing America, drawn so lightly that it looks a little like life. If Boyhood doesn't wind up in my top 3 of the year, let alone my top 3 from Sundance, it will have been a very, very good season. But now here's Henry Barnes with his own festival picks.
My Sundance began with the boom, bip and crash of Whiplash, a sports movie hiding out in a New York jazz conservatoire. Miles Teller plays a gifted young drummer beat into shape by a vicious bandleader, played with monstrous form by J.K. Simmons. God's Pocket was a bundle of blue-collar cliches rolled up into a surprisingly dark comedy drama. The directorial debut of Mad Men star John Slattery, it starred Philip Seymour Hoffman as, what else, a grubby loser. This time, he's trying to make good with the mortician who's due to bury his wife's scumbag son. I'm with Zan on Obvious Child. It's a fresh, frank take on abortion that has a good time delivering its political message. But the film I'll probably remember most is the one that strived to do the least. Joe Swanberg's Happy Christmas is a comedy about a dysfunctional family resolving their differences by celebrating them. I was warned to expect this kind of thing from Sundance. Twee, slight, slightly idealistic. Happy Christmas is all of those, but it suckered me anyway.
And that's it from us, but bear in mind that some of the films that we've been covering in these videos you can see at Sundance London come April, and they're well worth checking out. We've had a fun time, the volunteers have been great, the staff have been helpful, and the films, incidentally, have been pretty good too. We're now heading back to London where there's less snow, less mountains, and altogether less chance of being eaten by a bear. Thanks for watching, see you soon.
Can you just give me a thumbs up? Lovely.